I'm going to try and show you around our little caravan, Rolo's little caravan. He's just having a snooze. He's just having a snooze, aren't you? You tired? You're tired? You can't be tired. You fed up? You tired? So if you hear some funny noises in the background, it's a Rolo. Yeah, it's a 2006 Luna Arriva caravan, obviously second hand. There are some things that I need to sort with it. It's had a service and safety check, but that was a nightmare. I'll expand more on that. One of the issues is, if I move around this way, the blind fell off. Now that's a long story, I'll try and keep it short. It went in for a service and safety check at a place I will not name, and during the lockdown this was, and while it was there it was broken into, and that's when I found out that they said it was there at my own risk. So basically their insurance wasn't going to pay for it being broken into while it was there. So I checked with my insurance and I wasn't covered apparently. I was covered for it parked in my drive. I was covered for it parked at a campsite, and I was insured with the car for towing it. So basically, because I hadn't told them that it was going to be parked somewhere else, i.e. the caravan repair place for its service and safety check, then they said it wasn't covered. If I had have rung them and told them, they'd have charged me about £30 admin fee for, you know, altering the thing. But so I had to have, the back window was broken, the corner was broken off it, and allegedly somebody climbed in over these glass tops, glass that they didn't get broke, climbed in and undid the door. I don't know, the caravan was empty when it went there, so there was nothing taken or anything, just this damage. So it cost me about £500 to get a new window and fit in and all that, and I wasn't insured, and their insurance, they weren't interested. So I would have taken my caravan back for other bits and bobs done had that not happened. You know, I don't want to risk something else happening to it if it goes in for, because it's I don't know how I'm going to do this, but when I got it, we didn't notice that the shower tray has got little cracks in it. I don't know whether you can see. Clonk. You see the little loads? It's a bit grubby in there because we've come back from half an hour and I haven't cleaned it through yet. We've got to do a reset. But obviously I can't use that shower tray because it'll leak onto the floor below. But I need that replacing. I haven't a clue where to go to get it. Obviously it's not something I can do myself because it's a wet room, it's the whole thing. So that's got to be done. And what was the other thing? Oh, it's just a minor thing. These shelves in the fridge, it looks like somebody's either cleaned them with something that didn't agree. It's like oxidization on parts of it, on the metal. I mean, it works, it functions, it's usable. I've washed it, scrubbed it, but obviously it doesn't look that good. But there's only me and Rolo going to see it. So that's the other thing. I don't think there was anything else. I don't know. So yeah, it wasn't a good start with the van before we'd even gone anywhere. It cost me a fortune for a new window. But there's a Rolo. There's a Rolo. we got these covers from, I think it was Asda. I think they were £5. I've got 3, and it just keeps the, you know, the cushions underneath clean for if he's got dirty paws, because all happy dogs have dirty paws. He's tired. Are you tired? No, you have a sleep. So this is the caravan. To birth, we've just got bits and bobs. The clock, I need to find out how to change the battery in that. Although, will the ticking get on my nerves? I don't know. First aid kit, plasters, disposable gloves, antiseptic cream, etc. What you usually have in a first aid kit. Spare loo rolls. That's all that's in that one. My sister's tyre inflator that she's lent me, digital one. Check the tyre pressures and everything, and so that won't be staying in there because I've got to return it. Stand on these steps. Just a couple of shopping bags and a battery operated lantern, and that little heart thing is cedar wood. It's supposed to repel moths, deter moths, whatever. So that's just shopping bags. There's nothing in there. Oop. In this one we've got, I'm gluten free by the way, so that's, it is an issue because I have to take a lot of stuff with me because I can't rely on, well, it's awkward to go to the shops with Rolo anyway because he has separation anxiety, so I can't leave him more than a few minutes. Plus with all these dog thefts and everything, I don't really want to risk leaving him either in the caravan or in the car. Plus on hot days I just will not leave the dog in the car, obviously. So I have to bring everything I'm going to need, you know, so I don't have to go to the shops. I may be able to call in a petrol station, you know, service station and that, and it's where I can see the car through the window and get a bottle of milk or something. So I have these cookies. This is just what's left over from the other holiday, and there's some cappuccino things there which I forgot I had. That's why they're left, because I forgot about them because they were behind there. But we usually put like cereals and things in that one. And then just some crisp breads left, not opened, good expiry date, so they're alright to stay. I don't know whether I'm going to leave food in the caravan. It depends when I'm next going away because of attracting mice and things. These are alright because they have a long, I don't know what they're made of, but they seem to have a long expiry date for bread. That's I broke my nail as well. The 4th of the 11th 21, so that's still okay. So that's what we were using, well, I was using for bread. Then we have these porridge pots. I didn't use them because it was warm weather, so it wasn't really porridge weather. I don't know whether I will use, it's just in case, you know, just to have in. You know, with having lupus, sometimes I have some really bad days and I can't be bothered, or not that I can't be bothered, it's just like I need something easy, quick. So these are like pot noodles. They're a bit spicy, but there's a few of them. Singapore style is quite spicy, but that one's not so bad. But they're not brilliant. Again, gluten free. They're like digestives, but with chocolate nobbles, with I was going to say cauliflower, coconut, coconut in. These are just sweets. I can't have them because they may contain wheat. long grain rice, that's boiling the bag, so that's easier than having to measure it out, rinse it and all that in a small space. The Chill Max fan, that's brilliant. I need another one. Well, I don't need another one, but I want another one. It works off a cigarette lighter, so you can put it in the car, fasten it to the sun visor, or you can use it in the caravan on the cigarette lighter socket. But it also runs, it like it charges up, and then you can run it without it being plugged into anything. So you can sit outside with it on your knee, or walk about with it, or whatever. Compact and cordless design, desktop stand and clip mounted. Rechargeable battery runs for up to 5 hours. So that got used when we were at Halfon Moor quite a bit. Rechargeable torch, which I don't have plugged in all the time, and chances are it'll be flat when I want it, because that's what happens. Puppy pads, not because he is house trained, but he sometimes has a sicky stomach, and you have to have something. I probably don't need that many, but just something to grab and put under him if he looks like he's going to be sick. I don't want him sick in the caravan. Some medicine of mine, and we had all our, because Rolo has eardrops and he was on steroids and for allergies that they haven't found out what it is yet, so it's an ongoing issue, so all our medication was in there. Obviously with me having lupus and things, I have medication. Then that is his picnic blanket, which he loves. It's got like a waterproof back, and it's quite big, so we spread that out on the grass in case it's a bit damp, and he sits on it. He's quite happy on that. And there's a hot water bottle, which I didn't use at Halfon Moor because it was too warm, but maybe next time. Nail repair kit, I don't know, nail thing kit, nail scissors, nail clippers, etc. My nails are a mess. I broke every single nail while I was away. My baseball hat type thing. I've got 2 woolly hats. Obviously when one's wet, if you go out. There's a clock that I don't think I've put a battery in yet. Spare sunglasses and a random screwdriver in there, so that's not very heavy in there. A lot of wasted space above these tubs that I've got, but there's less because I've not put everything back. Well, there's a bit of wasted space. So these are the pillows I've washed the covers. But they're good to lean on, like a chaise lounge. And also the nighttime pillows. Then he's snoring. Is he dreaming? Was you dreaming? Was you? I bet it was about food. So here we've got obviously you've got 2 bunks. I suppose you could use them as 2 singles, but he won't stay on his own bed. He will here now, but night time now. There are the steps for outside. Obviously that table comes out, sort of lifts up and slides out. 2 drawers. Sort of a cocktail cabinet. I don't drink, so I've just got tea, coffee, a little air freshener that's not open. Tea, coffee, sugar. Spider repellent. I don't know if it works. Hand sanitizer. Sweets in this one, boiled sweets. disposable cups. They're alright for on the counter for I mean, I drink coffee, but I also drink tea, so you know, just to pop your tea bags in, and then they're not sort of dripping through your carrier bag bin. Fire extinguisher. There's biscuits in there. Obviously not the biscuits that it says, but I'll just use the tin again. Then these, another pair of sunglasses. They're plastic glasses from B&M. Got 2 of those. And I just don't know what. I'm not going to have stemmed glasses, even plastic stemmed glasses. So, a lot of wasted space up there. But there we go. So that's the cocktail cabinet. I've got a spare, I've got a carbon monoxide detector up there, which I didn't know, but at night it sort of flashes every so often a green light, and it was lighting up the caravan. I wondered what it was at first. I was like, what's that? I thought it was lightning. That one's, I've got another smoke alarm around the corner near the door, but that's a spare, just in case. And that's a spare carbon monoxide detector, again, just in case. I don't know even whether it's in the right place for detecting anything under there. Motor mover, remote control. I haven't actually used the motor mover yet. I should. I'm scared of using it. I'm scared of trying it, pressing a button and it getting stuck. You know, the button getting stuck down and it just going out of control. So I'm waiting until somebody's here with me to give me a bit of support when I tried that the first time. So another pair of sunglasses. This is like a dump. It's like a dump bin, dump basket, where I just put keys and everything, and his lead and things. So, and they're the cloths I've been using to have a bit of a wipe round. Rolo's. This is like the top of one of them plastic 3-drawer units, but it's just the top drawer and it's stuck. I can't do it one-handed, can I? Slide it. It doesn't stay on here because originally I put it in here to go on there, but then when I arrived on site and everything, I thought, well, where's the kettle going to go? Because I've you know, sink, cooker. Where does kettle go? And there's plugs behind there, so yeah, so that had to go under there because that's obviously not there. It's crockery and everything that goes in the cupboards when we're on site, so it had to go there. And then at night when we made the bed up, it went on there. But I took way too much stuff. It was just stupid. So I've been taking things out, and this is the bag I have over my shoulder when I take Rolo for a walk, and it's got a few sweets in for me. The camera stopped. Technical issues again. A few sweets for me, not Rolo, just in case my sugar gets a bit low. Not that I'm diabetic, but just sometimes just feel a bit yuck. Poo bags. And you can't see it in there, but there's a raincoat of mine, and then when we're out and about, his drinks bottle goes in, which you fill up with water, squeeze it to get the water to come out of there, but it doesn't drain back in once you've squoze it. So if he's slobbered in the water and it's got a bit yick, it doesn't contaminate the rest of the water. So I'm going to take this dangly classery thing off because it's just driving me mad, and I don't really know what the velcro's for fastening it round. I don't know, but that goes in there. Move that out the way a bit. His new jumper from Asda. I got large because there was no sort of sizing on the online thing, so I got large because he is a bit tubby. He's got, you know, broad chest, and it is a bit big, you know, sort of, I don't know, it goes over his tail about that much, but it fits him snug round the chest. But I don't know whether it's because, you know, he's small and it's meant for a bigger dog, but this bit from the arms to the bottom of the underneath, this is obviously under his chest, under his tummy, is too long because he's doodah. You know, for a lady dog it would be fine, but for a boy dog they need a bit of space, so I don't know whether I'm going to have to tuck a bit up somehow, or I don't know, or just every time he goes out fold it over and just have it on in the house. I don't know, but I was a bit disappointed that that was from there to there was so long, you know, because a bit of a problem, but not major. And then this is his drawer. He's got a spare harness because we learnt at Half and More that when he goes in the sea and it gets wet, obviously because it's sort of padded, it takes ages to dry. So I had it hung up with the fan blowing on it, but even so he really needed a spare harness, and both harnesses have got one of these little barrels on which have got his name and address in, because apparently by law you're supposed to have your name and address on the dog. So both harnesses have got one of these because I didn't want, you know, like a dog tag with me address, because apparently I thought it was just the name of the dog and your phone number, but apparently somebody said no, it has to be your address, and I don't really want my address showing if somebody pet comes up and says hello to Rolo. Obviously on a campsite they're going to know you're not in, they can see your address, and if they're going home that day, I don't know, am I just overcautious, over suspicious, that they know your house is empty, they could chat to you and find out how long you're there for, etc. So I don't want my address on display, so it's in there. Anyway, this is an older bag that he had. It used to be a treat bag. It can clip on. It's got a waist strap and a shoulder strap, and it can have treats in, poo bags, tissues. I don't know whether that's surplus to requirements now, because I use that one, green one. I don't know. That's his old jumper. Oh, it's stuck with the Velcro. It was a Halloween jumper, skulls and crossbones, but it's really tatty now, but he likes it. So, and then he's got a waterproof, sticking, the hook and loop. I don't know if it's the proper stuff on them, you know, but it's sticky. Waterproof vest, but I've put a hole in the back of it somewhere so I can attach his lead, yeah, there, to his harness. Getting in a pickle with it. I've got baby wipes because sometimes he needs his bottom wiping before he comes into the caravan. I've got hand sanitizer wipes, which I had a bag of these in there to take out with me, but obviously I've used them, so that's a spare. Big poo bags, normal size poo bags. I don't know what. They do know what that's for. Spare lead. He has his sort of main lead and an extending lead, but he's also got a spare lead just in case. Poo bag bone, it clips on and it dispenses poo bags. His collar, which I don't really use a lot because his neck's bigger than his head and he just escapes. But I don't want that showing my phone number. yeah, so it's usually at the vet's I put it on so I can sit and hold him. Not that he's aggressive with other dogs or anything, but it's like when you go into the vet and if he's poking and prodding, he starts to object and wriggle, so it's something extra to hold. Put all this back. But you can see it's just like this stuff and stuff and stuff. I don't know. I really need to have a think as to what I need, but I think I need everything in there. Oops. So we've done that. Yeah, fridge is it works on 230 volts, which is apparently, I mean, I'm no expert, you know, but that's your hook up. Then the 12 volt is what you set it on when you connect it to the car, so it stays on while you're towing. And there's gas, but I've not used the gas yet. So and then I've got 2 hooks there which hang the bin on. Just a carrier bag for rubbish. He's got a baby gate or a dog gate from Argos. Because he can jump up and knock, you know, just knock that flap down. Even if it's in the lock position, he could jump up and catch it and open the door. So I just feel happier with that. Plus I can leave the door open and the fly screen across, you know, closed, and get ventilation without him seeing a squirrel and charging through the fly screen. So there's a little blind on there for night time. It's a stable door, it separates, you know, the top will open. And then I've got a torch, it is quite bright that. I don't know whether it'll be, yeah. It just takes batteries. There's a little spirit level there. Main lights, the outside light and the light for in here above me. And the smoke alarm, which I'm forever taking the battery out of when I'm cooking because it just, I don't know whether it's my cooking or oversensitive. Fire blanket. That I'll replace the kitchen roll when I arrive wherever I'm going next time, because otherwise it'll just be everywhere. So in here we have, I mean, this stays in here, but none of it's really, I suppose the combined weight is a little bit, but it's not major. I've got washing up liquid, bags, they're like carrier bags for dustbin. I've got these little drip food foil things, washing up sponges, a flask, and bag clips, you know, to clip things, and then that's just kitchen roll, chopping boards, sealable bags, so that, I mean, obviously you're out, you know, out in a field or wherever and there's bugs, so you want to keep everything wrapped up. There's you know, antiseptic cleaning wipes, a measuring jug, there's a timer in there, and somewhere I've got there it is. Oops. Thermometer for the oven, so I know that it's at the right temperature for things. If I'm warming something up, that's an igniter. The oven's got an electric igniter, but just in case. I think I've got an issue. Oh, there's foil there as well, so, you know, tin, aluminium foil, aluminum foil. Then this is where I usually keep the plates and dishes and things. I haven't got the anti-slip stuff, I've got a bit of it. They are little jams like you get in a cafe. You get 16 for £1 in, not in this container, you get it in a flat cardboard thing, but 16 of these little jams or marmalades for £1 in B&M. That's where I found them. So it's just better than having a jar that might break, or a jar that's got sticky jam on the outside and you get infested with ants. So that's usually where the alarm goes. Well, that's in the house. I don't know why. That's a little bag of rubbish because Rolo decided to attack his toy and take the stuffing out. I've got 4-burner hob, gas burner, not an electric option. Oven and grill. Separate oven and grill. Oh, I'm going to regret getting down here. I've ordered from Studio. It used to be called Studio Cards, but it's like Studio online. I'm not advertising, I'm not in, you know, it's just where I'm getting stuff from. An adjustable oven shelf, which I'm hoping will go in because there's only obviously one shelf, and I may need two just in case. So I'm going to see whether that works as an extra shelf. And then down here is wok, a frying pan. I don't know if you can see in there, and just just baking sheets. I have grease-proof paper that I put on here, so any grease goes on the paper and the paper gets thrown away, so that I know it's not environmentally friendly, but it means that the grease isn't going in down the drain in the pipes and in me water hog and waste hog, I mean, you know, that sort of stuff. So I've got that sort of stuff in there, and then it's a bit messy in here because everything sort of tumbled everywhere. I've got, I don't know whether I need this cutlery tray. It's got scissors and the kitchen. I've just got a slotted spoon and you know, a thing, one of them, and tongs, which I've not used, a salad spinner, and I've got this IKEA knife thing. Oh, there's the can opener, bottle opener. I don't know why I've got that, because I don't drink. You end up thinking, oh, that'll do for the caravan, that'll do for the caravan. You shop your house and before you know it, your caravan's full. There's no room for your clothes or your food. So I don't even know what that's for, just in case. And I've got a few knives here in this ting from IKEA. Dog bowls. That's a kettle for on the gas in case I blow the fuse in the electric and I can't figure out how to fix it. At least I can put the kettle on. It's like, do I really need that? Probably not, but the day I take it out is when I start needing it, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Cheese grater and colander in a basket, and a sieve. The noise. And then the electric kettle's in its box down there. I had that, you know, if you're doing something that's going in the grill that's going to drip, you know, bacon or something, or you can put foil under the bacon, I suppose, but if it's going to drip through, put that underneath, and then all the fat goes in there and not in your grill pan that's going to end up in the washing up bowl, which is going to end up down your drains. So I don't know. Non-stick baking paper, a pan and a frying pan. There is a toaster at the back of there, but I think I'm going to take that out because I'm happy to use the grill. I mean, if I do run out of gas and I can't have toast, it's not the end of the world, is it? olive oil for cooking. Oh, and there's a tiny, oh, gotta go up again, a tiny little drawer, and I got these like copper cutlery from B&M, which are alright. There's a potato peeler in there, which probably should be down below, and disposable spoons. There's a random Allen key and a ting that appeared. Oh, where's that gone? I don't know, it's one of them blanking off screw things, but I don't know where it came from, so I've popped it in there till I find where it appeared from. So that's the under sink cupboard. What do you have in yours? So I've done them. This is the wet room. I'll just show you the issue with the floor, so we need to get that sorted. There's a little cabinet that you press, and it's a tiny space behind. Spotlight, normal light, that's where you hang the shower oojits up, you know, the doodah. The loo, and I've got my watering can, which I use, I'll leave that outside when I'm on site. There's me, I'll leave it, you know, as if I do it all the time. I've only been away once. The pink, I put water in and then add the pink stuff into the, you know, the flush, and that's my dustpan and brush. And then I've got a frosted window, which I've seen some caravans without a frosted window. There is a blind as well, and that one stays on. Yeah, the camera cut out again. Yeah, some caravans don't seem to have a frosted window. So what's that about? Because if you have the blind down, it's dark in there, and you don't want a view from the loo, and you don't want people viewing you on the loo. So I'm glad I've got a frosted window. Some apparently don't have. So that's the wet room. This is the heater, electric and gas, a Truma Ultra Heat. I'm still learning how it works, and I haven't had it on gas, and I had it on no heat but the fan. I need to hoover in here, and that vent there, Rolo just lay there, and when it was warm at half an hour he lay in front of the vent. So wardrobe, so I've got my coat in here. There's doodahs up here. I really don't know what they are. I think there's something to do with the aerial, but I don't have a TV. I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV in my house at home. I haven't had one since we went digital, because I couldn't figure out what they were on about swapping aerials, and so I thought, oh, I'm not going to bother. So I don't have a TV, and I haven't missed it. I watch things on YouTube and do other things. That's the table, obviously, for the caravan. That's it's like a desktop easel, because originally I wanted the caravan so I could, my previous dog unfortunately died, and I thought, right, I'll get a caravan, and I do, you know, paint and draw, and I wanted to start doing plein air painting, you know, going out painting and everything. Whether I would have done, I don't know, but it's a bit difficult when you've got a Rolo, but we'll figure something out. Even if I just take photos of places and paint them at home, you know. That's those cedar hearts, moth repellent, so that's open there, so you know, do they work? That bag has got the coat hangers in, because otherwise they fall off. my coat. That's something to do with the electrics area. I don't know. And I put this drawer unit in because I thought I need drawers. I don't know whether it's too heavy, whether it might come out or whatever, I don't know, but it's got my shorts in, t-shirts, trousers, socks, woolly socks, which obviously I didn't need because it was warm, but I might if we're going away. There's a neck snug thing, scarf, spare belt, gloves, mittens. I think there's 3 pairs of mittens just in case. Perfume, masks because of the dreaded can't go in a shop without one. Not that I go in shops. Heat shopping. Deck shoes, manky old flip flops, and my sort of sandals. That's for, I use that for, a laundry bag, and that's just a shoe bag with nothing in it, and a tabletop tripod, as you do. So we've got here the battery test thing. The green one's lit up because I'm plugged into the house at the moment, but when it's not plugged up I just get orange. But I've got to watch that because I wrecked my first battery that I got when I got the caravan, because I let it go flat, and you're not supposed to do that, so I had to get another one. The master switch, the pump for the water. I'm still learning all these. This is apparently the hot water. That's the fire, which is on. I don't know what to set it at, but there we go. Plugs, lighter, cigarette lighter. That's why I've got the doodah, so I can charge my phone with that, or I can put the pluggy bit in and do it with that. There's an aerial, which I'm never going to use, for a TV, and then this is a drop down table. I do keep a sort of not a diary, but a journal of, the day, events, where we went, if anyone did anything, said anything, just curiosities in a little journal. And this is, it's usually, my big pan is in there. One of Rolo's toys, not very hygienic that, is it, with the pan. The spirit level, one plate, one bowl, Rolo's other dishes, and at the bottom there's pasta bowl, and my favourite mug is there, so that's just for travelling. Then we have a Rolo, who's tired. Then the steps are in here. They're usually outside, obviously. There's not a lot under this bunk because we've got the water heater. Then there's some sort of electrical box thing for the motor mover, and then there's the caravan electrical box under there, so there's not a lot of room under there, so the bedding and everything goes under there. And I carry the any tinned food in the car, and then I've got a few small tubs under this side that I put the tins in when we arrive. So we've got teddy bears galore and stuffing galore, where he's unstuffed some more, and here. So just in here I've got tissues. That's doodah. The is it insect repellent, incense sticks and incense stick holders. So I've got 2 boxes and that, and 2 holders. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Spare reading glasses, just in case. Makeup bag, but my makeup's in the house. filters. I'm trying to give up smoking. There's magnifying glass just in case you need it. Hairbrush, hairband, that's a mirror for putting your makeup on. Notebook, fire extinguisher, I think that's everything. And then, oh, it moved open. I'll have to move these steps a bit. Oh, can't do it one-handed. See all that fluff there? It's going in the drawer. Oh, I don't know. A coaster, just one slate coaster. That's a dusk till dawn light, in case I need it. A torch, a candle, which I don't know if I'll use. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it, in a caravan? Right at the back I've got super glue and batteries. Spare batteries for things. Matches, a little fan, held. It's not much good. Pens, that's a light up pen, because if I haven't got enough torches. Light up pen. Scissors, and this is like, it's granules that you put in an oil burner, but it actually smells nice just in the packet. And then that's the bit that slides out with the slats for making the bunks, and then under there's nothing, because I think that's where the slats end up in a roll. So yeah, that's about it, I think. Have I covered everything? He's lying as if he's cold. I've got the heater on. Are you cold? Huh? Are you cold? Or are you sulking? Oh, was it a motorbike? Was it a motorbike? You want another holiday? No. What? Do you want people to subscribe to your thing? Hey? You want them to? What? You fed up? You won't go back in the house? So we'll leave it there. Say bye bye. Rolo, say bye bye. Bye bye.